Going on, guys? Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. I'm out of town again, but I still wanted to bring you some details that I found here over on the Chinese blog regarding the new class and the new Paragon system incoming to Diablo Immortal. Now, you know from one of my previous videos that the Tempest is confirmed. We know all about it, but what was not really explained well were the skills and how the class actually works. And a lot of people, including myself, have really said that it kind of looks like a monk slash blood knight class. Today I want to kind of unravel some of that and see what it looks like. In addition to that, I want to cover some of the movement issues inside of the game. Not only have I seen this myself, but I've had a lot of people in the community reach out to me regarding this and wondering why it wasn't covered. And to be honest with you, at first, I just thought it was something with the gear that I put on. Maybe I put on a piece of gear that was slowing my movement speed down, and I removed the piece of gear that had enhanced movement speed. But as I continue to play, I do notice that my Crusader is moving in a slower fashion than it had been previously. In looking into my comments and onto Discord, other people have been making the same complaints about other classes that they're playing as well, and apparently this is only happening on mobile. I did not notice the difference on PC. That being said, I didn't test it out since hearing about it. I just didn't notice it while playing. Let me know in the comment section below if you've been finding any differences in your movement speeds while playing on PC or on mobile, and if so, it's something that I can address with Blizzard to see what the heck is actually going on right there. Moving on to both the Tempest class and onto, well, the new Paragon system. This is going to give us details on the class itself, which we already know. The Tempest is coming. A class is going to be coming on the 23rd of this month. We're talking about 2 weeks away from right now. A lot sooner than I anticipated. Essentially, it's going to be a month earlier than I thought it was going to be coming out. In addition, we're going to see what some of the skills actually do, and a lot of it's in the form of lore that's been dropped here. So we're going to be kind of reading through some of this so we can have a better understanding of what the new Tempest class is actually going to do. Some of it will be story, other of it will be more of a description of of what it can actually do. So here begins the story. Once upon a time, the Mistblade was a guardian chosen from among the pure of heart. Through continuous training and learning, they've mastered the skills of taming storms and channeling the power of the sea, and use this to protect their homes and people. I want to also remind all of you that this is all translated from Chinese, so sometimes things can get wonky. The Mistblades have an unprecedented fighting style. According to legend, they are the messengers of storms, and every time they appear, they are always accompanied by hurricanes and waves. Even according to some crew members, remember we're speaking like we're on a ship right here out at sea, the storm at sea is not a natural disaster, but a battlefield for the Mistblade. But now the Mistblades are exiled and wandering in sanctuary. There are fewer and fewer legends about them, and they can only be known from the mouths of the old sailors. In fact, this group of devout believers is shaped by the wind and waves, just like the land beneath their feet, and they have powerful guardians of sanctuary. The Mistblades have never left and have been performing their duties in secret. The Mistblades are essentially the new Tempest class. Taking a good look at a female version of it right here, what do you think of the look of this class? From the weapons and just the headgear, it actually does look very monk-esque to me. So it makes me think of my good friend Red October. Is he gonna, being a forever monk, want to try out this new class that could have some similarities to his favorite class inside of the game? We will have to see. Master the power of nature, control water and wind, and fight for protection. The storm stirred up huge waves, and phantoms confused the heroes. As a warrior who has been fighting in storms all year round, Mistblades use the wind and water is at its peak. They fuse magic and natural elements. What ordinary people think is a powerful force that can control wind and rain, but for the Mistblade, it is just a casual act. As a warrior and a priest who is skilled in controlling storms and water flows, the Mistblade is not only as unpredictable as water, but also as fast and violent as wind. The power contained in the two blades in his hands can split the tide and whip up strong winds. Even the most powerful monsters in the ocean will be torn into pieces by the rain-like attacks of the fog blades. And we did see a little bit of that in the trailer. If you want to see the trailer of this class being dropped, please check out my video that I popped out 2 days ago on the main page of the channel. It gives you my initial reaction to this brand new class coming to Diablo Immortal when it was announced. Transformed into forms of water, foggy shadows, and traces. With outstanding flexibility and superb combat skills, the Mistblades can achieve tactics that are unimaginable to ordinary people. The Fogblade's passive skill, Mist Shadow Trace, can produce an illusion that lasts for 8 seconds when attacking. Up to 3 illusions can exist at the same time. The illusion Fogblade can be used to deal multiple damage or swap positions with the illusion to launch unpredictable attacks. Offensive. The Mistblade can use the normal attack, Waterblade, to swing the chain blade to cause area damage to the enemy. After using the defined skill, Water Dragon Break and Water Blade, will be strengthened during the duration, and will also provide a shield to absorb damage. The attack frequency will be like a gust of wind and rain, causing the enemy to endure endless pain. In addition to being able to draw on the power of the water element, the Mistblade also has the ability, has an equally rich set of wind attribute skills waiting for players to explore. Make good use of the power elements and attack methods that combine far and near, summoning wind blades, whirlpools, tornadoes, giant waves. There are continuous flow phantoms, and the attacks are endless. No one can defeat fog blades in the storm, and their power is unrivaled by others. Another quick look right here, and I don't know what it is. It looks like Wolverine to me. Does that not look like Wolverine to you guys? Maybe it's just me. Either way, I think it's decent looking. Become a devout believer and trace the secrets of the Empire's collapse. There's no doubt about the Mistblade's strength, but the story behind them is full of mystery. According to legend, the frozen sea north of Sanctuary, there once stood a powerful empire named Paragon. Until the disaster struck, the prosperous empire was destroyed. Today, the empire's power no longer exists, leaving only the last isolated island surrounded by permanent floods and hurricanes. No one knows the secrets hidden in the isolated land, but say that the wisdom of Queen Castella is hidden on this isolated island. In order to allow players to have a deeper experience of the Mistblade's unique skill set and feel the Mistblade's fast as wind and ever-changing fighting style, Diablo Immortal has specially customized a novice guidance mission for the new profession. During the mission, players will set out on an isolated island shrouded in fog to uncover the secret truth submerged in the sea. Another nice image right there. So it does look like we are going to be getting a new mission that's going to kind of take us through the how-to of this brand new class. Also, by the way, in my previous video, we spoke of the Mad King Phantom Market cosmetic set. And after taking a look at the cosmetic set in-game, it actually does state that it will be available on the new class, being the Tempest. With that being said, additionally, there is a brand new Phantom Market that I believe is also launching on the 23rd, the same date that this new class is launching. So we'll see how that looks as well on all classes, not just on the Tempest. The peak system has been updated. Now, the peak system we're talking about here, the Paragon system. So these are going to be details of the Paragon system now that we had a little bit of a look at what goes on with the new Tempest class and what some of those skills look like. With stronger combat power and more ways to play, the Pinnacle system, or the Paragon system, is ushering in an update. A Pinnacle system that is easier to customize, easier to understand, and more flexible to meet players' imaginations is about to arrive. Now, when you think about it as is, there's like 15 different Paragon trees, and we can only use one at a time. And I thought maybe they were just going to allow us to choose two and use two at a time. But it looks like they are reworking it completely, which in my opinion is a good thing. As we dive deeper and deeper, getting more and more Paragon levels, we're going to have more Paragon trees, and it's going to become overwhelming, having 20, 30, 40, 50 over time. So I like the rework here. Let's read more about it. After the Paragon system is updated, all the Paragon progress of players so far will be retained. In the new Paragon system, each Paragon tree has 15 skills for players to freely choose. The number of Paragon trees has also been merged from 15 down to 5. Players can more freely match the skills they want and are no longer limited to the Pinnacle tree or Paragon tree of 5 skills, which greatly improves the playability brought by the Paragon system and gives players richer matching strategies. I like this. I like the idea. 5 Paragon trees instead of 15, meaning we could build them out more in a robust fashion. Under the calm sea surface, there are turbulent undercurrents hidden, and in the dark clouds in the distance, a violent hurricane is brewing. Disaster is approaching, and only warriors born in the far north can control the storm and tame the violent waves. The new class Mistblade, or Tempest, in Diablo Immortal will transform into a strong wind on the 23rd, dispelling the haze of darkness and guarding the sanctuary forever. Yes, I did kind of change the words there at the end. So we had a little bit of look there at what the new skills are going to look like with the Tempest. We had a look at what the Paragon trees are going to look like. And we took a little bit of a look-see at, well, the question, are you slower inside of the game? Obviously, I am not at my normal recording studio right now. I hope you guys don't mind. I just wanted to get you this information as I saw it. Thank you, Red October, for the hookup. And guys, make sure you subscribe for everything Diablo Immortal. Some very special things to come.